Yes, guys, welcome back to talkSPORT's YouTube channel. I'm joined by the former Arsenal and Switzerland defender Phillipe Senderos, and we're going to play a game of blind ranking strikers that Phillipe has played against. You ready?
Let's go.
Hopefully I don't bring up any bad memories. Hopefully I only bring up good ones. But we'll start off a former teammate of yours, Emmanuel Adebayor. And it's 1 to 10, I should say.
Okay. He'd be in the top 5, so I'd put him 5th.
Adebayor 5th?
Yes.
Next up, Dimitar Berbatov.
7.
You played with Dimitar Berbatov
Yes,
right at Fulham?
Played him at Fulham. Top player. He's a magician with the ball at his feet.
Yeah.
Tough to play against, but I'd say the more physical players were harder to deal.
Okay, next up, Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, see, he wasn't as physical, but he would move a lot around. So let's put him 3rd.
How good was Wayne Rooney? Obviously, he burst onto the scene at 16.
Yeah.
What a player. How good was he?
He was so good at understanding where to position himself, where you'd want to get to him, and you wouldn't, because he was intelligent, being able to turn in the right areas. A top player, and he could hurt you from anywhere. So that's a top player. Yeah.
Okay, next up, we've got one of talkSPORT's very own, Darren Bent.
Darren Bent will have to be. He knows. 8th after Berba. It was always on the edge of offside, always looking to run in behind, and he was a very good finisher. So you wouldn't want to. Already to make the top 10 is very good. No disrespect to Benty. 8th.
Have you got any stories you can give us about Benty from the dressing room when you was with him?
Nah, he would come in with the trainers every day, different pair of trainers. So it's good.
Okay, next up, Robbie Keane.
Robbie Keane, tough as well. 9.
Yeah?
Yes. He had a very good partnership with Jermaine Defoe for a few years. I struggled more against Defoe, I would say. He had a very quick release of his shot, and it was very dangerous. So Robbie Keane was great, intelligent in his movements, a top player as well.
Next up, Didier Drogba.
It has to be in the top 2 for me, against me at least. He always came up with big goals against Arsenal, and tough striker. I would put him number 1.
Didier Drogba, you mentioned he always turned up against Arsenal. He's known as a big game player. Just how tough was it to deal with someone like Didier Drogba on games like that?
Well, he was always on form against Arsenal. He's a big player for big moments, and very physical, as well as being able to shoot from anywhere, good in the air. Tough player really to play against. He was so big and wide. You try to anticipate, and it's very difficult to even see the ball, because he's got a big frame in front. So big player for big moments. Yeah.
All right, next up, Carlos Tevez.
Carlos Tevez will have to be around Wayne Rooney, maybe like a number 4. I would put him. Also very intelligent, great movement, and also had something special in him, a bit of magic.
Okay, so you still have 2nd place,
Yes.
6th place, and 10th place left. So next up, Craig Bellamy.
Say again, which number do I have?
You have 2nd,
Yeah.
6th, and 10th.
So he's gonna go 10th.
Craig Bellamy 10.
Yeah, because I'm expecting some other big strikers before. Also, very good striker, great runs, intelligent in his movements, and will cause you problems out of nothing. He would go and chase onto balls that were nothing, and he would make something happen. So yeah, good player in the Premier League.
El Nino, Fernando Torres.
Torres, so I have 6th and 2nd.
Yes. No, 10th and 2nd.
No,
6th and 2nd, you're
6th
right.
and 2nd. I'll put him number 2. Yeah.
How good was he? You played against him
Yeah.
when he was at the top of his game.
Yeah, I mean, he was fantastic for Liverpool at that time. Great movements, very intelligent in in the box, in and around the box, but also from further. He had great deliveries from Gerrard or other players around who could put him in good areas. And then his movement in the box, he would come alive as well. Top player, yeah.
You have Drogba first, Torres second. Drogba, you said, was more physical, like to play a touch-tight sort of game. Torres was a bit more running in behind.
Yeah.
What did you find harder to play against?
All of them. No, physical. The physical aspect was tough because I like to play physical, but when you find someone that can beat you in that, it becomes a battle, and you have to rely on other things. And I wasn't the fastest. I would read the game well, but I wasn't the fastest or the strongest. Yeah, I would struggle on those things. Yeah.
And finally, another talkSPORT member, Gabby Agbonlahor.
Yeah, I think 6 is a good position for Gabby.
Better than Benty?
Gabby on his day could be really unplayable. He knows that, but he could have even caused more problems to more people if he really was on it all the time. But on his day, he was really a very good player in the Premier League. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the end, Philippe. If I show you your list, is
I'm
there
happy.
any changes you would make, or you're happy?
I'm happy with this. I'm happy with it.
Yeah?
I'm very happy, yeah.
And so, any final message to maybe Benty or Gabby Agbonlahor? I'm sure Benty won't be happy you put Gabby ahead of him.
They won't be recovering any positions anytime soon, so no, that's how I saw it. Yeah, I mean, they were great players. I think Benty scored more goals than Gabby, so he can always say, well, I was more effective than you, even though. But it's a personal thing, and it's the way it came over, and I put them in the order. No disrespect to anyone in the list.
That's a good get out. Philippe, we've mentioned Didier Drogba, Rooney, Torres, Adebayor, so many different types of strikers. What do you make of strikers in the Premier League today? Obviously, we've got Erling Haaland, Kai Havertz, Ollie Watkins. Do you think strikers have changed over the years, and are you impressed or unimpressed?
Oh, the strikers have changed. The game has changed a little bit. The more possession-based, like City, and that attack more in the final third, they need a real number 9, and they have Haaland, who is a fantastic finisher. And teams that play a bit more on the counter need runners, and Ollie Watkins is a fantastic example of this. Arsenal is more on the combination side, and I think Havertz fits that position, that role very well at Arsenal. It's great strikers, all of them. I think Haaland is really the type of number 9 that we don't see too much these days, and it's very valuable to City, and it's a great striker.
Do you think Erling Haaland is someone that would almost suit the sort of past years than the present because of how he plays?
It depends which team, I would say. Yeah, I think teams that have possession, that can progress the ball to the last third, they will always need a poacher or a player that puts the ball in the back of the net. And teams that start from a little bit deeper and more direct style will need runners. So they will need players who can do that. I mean, I think Haaland is quite complete. He does make intelligent runs. But most of the time City has the possession and progresses through the line, so it forces team to drop back, and in a closed space he's very good.
And obviously you played with Arsenal's greatest ever striker, Thierry Henry. How does Kai Havertz sort of compare? Do you think Arsenal could do with a more Thierry Henry type striker?
Oh, it's different times. I think Henry could do everything. He could stay up front and battle with the defenders, as well as running from deep, or as well as taking the ball from the centre back and running throughout the length of the pitch. I think Henry was a very special talent.
Well, that's been Philippe's picks for the strikers he's played against. Let us know if you think Philippe could have changed any of those positions, but thank you for watching, and look out for more content on the talkSPORT YouTube channel.